Welcome, in front of me is a ULEFONE Armor 5S, and today I'll show you how to go through the setup process of the phone. So, to get started, once you boot it up, you'll be presented with the aptly named Hi There screen. So from here, let's select our language by tapping on that arrow as you just seen. So, right over here, and then I'll find your desired language. Now I'm gonna be sticking with actual English, so there we go. And from there, let's press on start, connect to mobile network, and no, I'm gonna skip that. You could insert your SIM card and connect to it if you wanted to, but it's completely up to you at the end of the day. Then we have the Wi-Fi connection. Now, because I did reset the device without actually logging out of anything, I do have to connect to it. As you can see, I don't have a skip option, so I'll also need to most likely verify my account throughout the setup, which is something that you won't need to do. So let me quickly put in a password for my Wi-Fi. Okay, there we go. You're connected. Could you go further, please? Oh, for goodness sake. Now, going back to the Wi-Fi, you could skip it if you don't want to connect to it. It just really doesn't matter. The only thing that you will lose out by skipping your Wi-Fi connection is later on throughout the setup, the ability to log into your Google account. Date and time will need to be set also manually, and restoring your device from a backup will also not be accessible. But you can still do all of that later on after you finish up the setup. Just go into the settings and add everything that you want from there. Oh, so it actually looks like we don't need to verify anything, so that's actually nice. So it does look like for some reason signing into Wi-Fi is a necessity. Kind of stupid, to be honest, but no one said Android is the best operating system, so hey, we're forced to connect to Wi-Fi because no one thought that we might not actually have access to Wi-Fi at the moment. So anyway, once we have gone through that, here we have some Google services. So location scanning, sending user and diagnostic data. If you don't want any of those, then you can disable them. If you're not sure what you're disabling, you can actually tap on the drop down, read exactly what it does and what kind of data it steals from you. So yeah, let's just disable it and continue. And next page we have the setup of a fingerprint. Now, if you go with the fingerprint, you will also be required to set up a PIN, pattern, or password. So you can see right here. So once I choose it, it will give me the three options. So we are always forced to set up a physical way of unlocking the device outside of like the fingerprint. Now you could also set up just a PIN, pattern, or password without a fingerprint. So you could just choose one of those and then set up the PIN, pattern, password and skip fingerprint if you wanted to. I'm gonna go with the pattern here. Now, once you choose one of them, it automatically asks you for the secure startup. Personally, I would choose not to. I would advise you not to go with this. What it does is basically, as an example, if your phone battery just completely discharges and the phone turns off, once you plug it back in for charging, the phone turns back on. And before it actually turns on fully, your PIN, pattern, password shows up. You need to confirm it to actually boot into the device. So you do so, just to be presented with another PIN, pattern, or password once the phone fully boots up for some unknown reason. And adding salt to injury, if you have some kind of, for instance, SIM PIN, you will also need to put that in. So you're basically, just to get from a dead phone to back to your device, you need to put in 3 different methods of unlocking your device, and it is just absurd. So I personally hate it, that's why I'm gonna turn it off. And here we can provide our pattern. So I'm gonna draw my pattern, tap on next, redraw it, confirm it, and voila, it's now set. And I don't really feel like fiddling with the fingerprint sensor, so I'm just gonna skip this. Then we have wireless update. Obviously we need to agree to those, no other way to go about it. What you're agreeing to is the privacy policy and some other stuff. So you can actually tap on the blue text right here to read exactly what you're agreeing to. But at the end of the day, if you want to get access to your phone, you are forced to agree to those. And voila! From here we have access to our phone. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.